Have you ever wondered how our body maintains its temperature despite the changing external conditions? This is no small feat, but a testament to the marvel of human biology. It's no secret that our bodies are complex machines, and one of the most important mechanisms at work is thermoregulation. Thermoregulation is the ability of an organism, in this case a human being, to keep its body temperature within certain boundaries, even when the surrounding temperature is very different. Imagine you're enjoying a hot cup of tea on a chilly winter day or taking a refreshing swim in the peak of summer. Your body temperature remains relatively constant, hovering around 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. This is because your body is continuously adjusting and balancing your internal heat, a process crucial for survival. No matter the weather outside, your body works hard to keep you at the optimal temperature for survival. So who or what is in charge of this vital task in our body? Meet the hypothalamus, our internal thermostat. The hypothalamus is a small region located at the base of the brain, right above the pituitary gland. It's about the size of an almond, but don't let its size fool you. This tiny powerhouse plays a crucial role in numerous functions, including the regulation of our body temperature. Now you might wonder, how does the hypothalamus do this? Picture the hypothalamus as a thermostat. It constantly checks the body's current temperature against the ideal temperature, which is approximately 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius for US humans. Information about the body's temperature is relayed to the hypothalamus through the blood flowing through it. When it detects a deviation from the ideal temperature, it swings into action. It sends signals to different parts of our body to either produce or dissipate heat, thereby bringing the temperature back to normal. Let's say, for instance, if you are running a fever. The hypothalamus recognizes that your body temperature is higher than it should be. It then activates mechanisms like sweating and dilation of blood vessels in your skin to help cool you down. Conversely, if you're out in the cold and your body temperature drops below the normal range, the hypothalamus triggers mechanisms like shivering and constriction of blood vessels in your skin to conserve heat and warm you up. In addition to these immediate responses, the hypothalamus also influences long-term body temperature regulation by influencing behaviors such as seeking warmth or cooler environments. So, when you think about it, it's quite remarkable how this tiny part of our brain works tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring our body temperature stays within the safe range. It's like having a 24/7 heating and cooling system that's always working to keep us comfortable and healthy. Hence, the hypothalamus plays a vital role in ensuring our body temperature remains stable. But how does our hypothalamus communicate with the rest of our body? The answer lies in our hormones. To maintain a steady body temperature, the hypothalamus relies heavily on two hormones in particular, thyroxine and adrenaline. These hormones play a crucial role in ensuring our body's temperature stays within the optimal range. Let's start with thyroxine, which is produced and released by the thyroid gland. This hormone has a significant role in regulating our metabolic rate. You can think of the metabolic rate as the speed at which our body's internal engine operates. When the metabolic rate increases, so does heat production. This is because metabolism involves chemical reactions, and these reactions generate heat. Therefore, by regulating our metabolic rate, thyroxine indirectly controls the amount of heat our bodies produce. But what happens when our body temperature starts to drop, say, during a bitterly cold winter day? This is where adrenaline comes into play. Adrenaline is a hormone released by the adrenal glands, often in response to stressful or threatening situations. However, it also plays a vital role in temperature regulation. When the body starts to cool down, the hypothalamus triggers the release of adrenaline. This hormone initiates several responses to increase body heat. First, it triggers vasoconstriction, a process where blood vessels narrow, reducing blood flow to the skin and thus limiting heat loss. Second, Adrenaline stimulates shivering. Shivering is essentially rapid muscle contractions that generate heat and help warm the body. So, whether it's turning up the heat with an increase in metabolic rate or conserving warmth through vasoconstriction and shivering, thyroxine and adrenaline work tirelessly to maintain our body's temperature. It's fascinating, isn't it? The complex interplay of hormones and body functions, all orchestrated by the hypothalamus. These hormones are like the messengers of the hypothalamus, carrying its instructions throughout the body. They ensure we stay warm when it's cold, cool when it's hot, and alive no matter what the conditions. So, what happens when our body gets too hot or too cold? Well, it's all about maintaining a balance, or as scientists like to call it, homeostasis. When our body gets too hot, it sweats. This process cools the body as the sweat evaporates off the skin, reducing our internal temperature. On the other hand, if our body gets too cold, we start to shiver. This involuntary movement produces heat by increasing the body's metabolic rate, helping to elevate our internal temperature. But it's not just about sweating and shivering. Our blood vessels also play a crucial role. In hot conditions, they expand or dilate to allow more blood to flow near the skin's surface where it can be cooled. Conversely, in cold conditions, they constrict, keeping the warm blood away from the skin's surface to prevent heat loss. Whether it's a hot summer day or a freezing winter night, our body has a response mechanism to keep us comfortable. So maintaining a stable body temperature isn't a simple task, is it? We've journeyed through the intricate processes our bodies undertake to keep us functioning optimally. Let's take a moment to reflect on our exploration. We began with the understanding of body temperature regulation, diving into the role of the hypothalamus. This tiny part of our brain, often referred to as the body's thermostat, is integral in maintaining our temperature. Next, we delved into the role of hormones, those chemical messengers that are pivotal in this regulation process. Thyroxine and adrenaline, crucial hormones produced by the thyroid and adrenal glands respectively, play key roles in adjusting our body temperature based on our environment and activities. Finally, we examined the body's responses to temperature changes. From shivering in cold environments to sweating in hot conditions, our bodies constantly adapt to keep us comfortable and healthy. Even as we go about our day, our body is constantly working behind the scenes to keep us at our best. Now, isn't that fascinating?